Hey guys, this is Mike again, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about emergency preparedness in the fire service. As a firefighter, you obviously go to emergencies. They may not always be emergencies to us, but to other people they are, and sometimes they really are emergencies, and we need to be prepared for them. Um, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you how to prepare yourself at work for some of these emergencies. Some tips and some things that I've do and some things that I've learned from working on the job. First things first is always make sure that your truck is checked out. That is probably the most important number one thing to be prepared for an emergency. I think everybody who works in the service has gone on a call or has seen something that hasn't gone the way that it was planned to go. And hopefully you've never been on a call that you didn't have the tools that you were supposed to have because you didn't check out the truck. So always check out the truck. Make sure every morning that's the first thing you do. Make sure you have everything you need. All right. Let's go over some calls that are emergencies and how to be prepared for them. The first and most intense part of our job are fire calls. A fire, you have to be prepared to go into the fire. First of all, what's your role in the fire? Are you first in? Are you going to be first due engine? Are you first due rescue? Are you going to be doing search and rescue? Are you going to be fighting the fire? You have to know. This is not the time to be responding to the call in the back of the truck and pull out your cell phone and start checking your Facebook. You need to be putting on your PPE, either throwing your gear on before you get on the truck, which you're supposed to be doing, or if you're a little slow or you got to the truck too late, you have to go ahead and throw on all your gear en route to the call. Make sure you have all your gear on. Once you hear smoke showing, it doesn't matter really as long as you're on the suppression unit, you should be going and grabbing the TIC, the thermal imaging camera, go ahead and clip it to your bunker coat. Grab a flashlight. You want to be the guy on the truck that's prepared. Somebody who, just so you don't have to run back to the truck. Somebody go get a flashlight or get a rope bag. You should be the guy that's prepared, that has all the stuff that you need, depending on what your role is, obviously. A big thing is to listen. Listen to your radio, especially en route to the call. Is smoke showing? How are there any occupants? Are you going to be first due? Dispatch might be giving you updates. All right. Another one is codes. Cardiac alerts and everything, or code blues, CPR in progress, whatever. If you're in the back, you're not driving, go ahead and start setting up some supplies. Go ahead and set up a couple 500 bags of normal saline. Get the epinephrine out, 1 in 10,000, and you should prepare a syringe. You get, a 20 cc syringe and throw a hypo needle on the top of it, just to go ahead and drop amiodarone or the vasopressin if you need it. If your department carries an autopulse, go ahead and grab the autopulse. Start setting it up, checking, make sure everything. You shouldn't have to check it to make sure it works, because you should have did that when you checked out your truck. But go ahead and throw it onto your stretcher and get it ready. Make sure you're ready to grab a backboard too right when you get out of the truck. If you know that your lieutenant isn't the type of supervisor that wants to stay and play, go ahead and grab out your airway roll, and you could start setting up the intubation equipment inside the truck. Last thing I want to talk about are trauma calls. There is a chance that you're going to run into some pretty bad trauma calls, so make sure that you're prepared for that. If, like I said earlier, listen to your radio. If you hear that the trauma call is bad, person versus pedestrian, or vehicle versus pedestrian, or something like that, go ahead and start setting up a couple 1,000 bags, a liter bag. Set up a couple of those. Go ahead and spike the bags and throw a trauma bag onto your stretcher. Start protect yourself, PPE. Go in and throw on some trauma sleeves. Make sure you have gloves on And I always like to keep a extra pair of gloves that are a little bit bigger than my gloves, just in case if my hands get bloody and I need help to go ahead and throw on a couple of extra pair of gloves over my gloves. It's always nice to have those. Also, eye protection. A lot of people don't wear eye protection. This is for your safety, and your safety is paramount. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, you've learned something, and hopefully, if you ever run into an emergency at work, you're prepared. Thanks.